What up? What up? Tuesday. Ooh, where's my camera? I gotta be careful. It'll go whack a mole on me. It's crooked a little bit. It's fine. uh, it's finally trying to warm up a little bit. I got a disclaimer going across the bottom there. If I don't know you, you're not coming in because Big Block 402 Steve had something nasty happen the other night on his. It was not good at all. Not good at all. Hopefully he got it straightened out. I think he did. I thought I saw a video where he fixed it. Excuse me. But yep, happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. I forgot I had those lights plugged in. Anyway, what is going on, everyone? I know everybody's probably still at the meme show. Let's see, how long has he been on? He's been on 32 minutes. He'll be shutting her off here in a little bit. What's up? It's cold, yeah. Not as cold as it was though. At least there's not that crazy wind, and I think the weather's gonna warm up a little bit and melt all this shit off. What is it right now? It's 20. Let's see. No, it's 30 actually. Yeah, tomorrow 45, 51, 50. Yeah, it's gonna be above freezing for next week. Well, you know how the weather goes, but I took the trash cans to the curb. Yeah, I just brought mine back. I'm surprised they weren't a day behind like they usually are. There we go. Turn that down a little bit. It was quite bright. There we go. That's more better. Curb and my hands are cold. Yeah. Yeah, I had to shovel a spot to put mine for sure. Yeah, the heat hasn't been running quite as much. Still running though, but you know. My lock was froze on the garage. I had to break in the garage to get the ham out on Christmas morning. I had to push the AC unit in, squeeze my fat ass through that little window and unlock the door because water got down in that power lock thingy I got. But it finally locked back tonight. It got thawed out. I think because I don't have that screen door on the garage anymore like I used to. Let water get in that thing and froze it up. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Anyways, hopefully I'll get to work on the truck this weekend a little bit. Especially if the weather's going to be in the 50s. I'll be good with that. For sure. Let's see. I was going to change that around a little bit. There we go. Let me get back up here. But yeah, made it through the Christmas, Thanksgiving and Christmas down. Now we got New Year's, and it'll be springtime before we get a holiday, I guess. Well, no, I don't know. No more days off, at least. No more paid holidays for a while. Till what? Memorial Day weekend, probably. Intake's leaking coolant. I went over to work on a Mustang for Ray from the shop. Oh, okay. Leaking coolant and possible vacuum leak. All right. Sounds like fun. Fun times, baby. I put out some, that reminds me. I put out some shorts. I don't know if I got any submarines off of them, though. Let's see. I think I did. And it actually picked one back up today and ran it again. I was pretty surprised. Of course, my computer's being slow. Let's see. Whoops. Come on. Yeah, I think all them goofy shorts I put out yesterday, looks like I got 10 subscribers off of it. Let's see what it says here. Come on. 9. I got 9. Okay. That's pretty good. His wife's race car. You're stuck at 407. Yeah, it happens. Hey, Wendy. How you doing? It's Tuesday. The meme show's still going. He'll be on for a few more minutes. He'll be fine. It's all good. The meme show cracks me up anyway. Whoopsie, don't do that. I'm pushing too many buttons over here. What's up, Brian? How you doing? Just a normal Tuesday night, hanging out for a little bit at least. I didn't sleep very well last night, that's for sure. Didn't get my nap when I got home. I'm like a little kid. But try not to bump the camera because it'll go wacko dacko on us there. Taking a union bathroom break. Gotcha. Union mandated bathroom break. Dan said he just got home. Be on in a sec. All right, Mr. Dan. Excuse me. What's up, NSB? How you doing, brother? Just hanging out. The normal, the huge. Head's a little stuffed it up today for some reason. I think my head's always stuffed up, but man, excuse me for just a second. What's up, Jeffro? How you doing, brother? Did you see it, Streamlabs? Yeah, I did. I was playing with that a while back. Yeah, trying to unthaw. I heard that, brother. Yeah, I was doing that a while back. It annoyed some people, so I kind of quit doing it. Hey. I just always wonder how loud it is on the other end. probably it'll probably get, probably get copyright claim for the music. YouTube's YouTube's bots for that music is crazy. I used hey, Dean, how you doing, man? I, uh, I used it was funny, I think it was a short. I did a short, and I got a copyright claim on it, and I used the YouTube music. So I emailed him like, "How does this work?" I'm gonna do a New Year's Eve live, hit me up on Facebook. Okay, yeah, will do. Yeah, I definitely will hit you up, Brian. Appreciate the invite. Dean says, "I think I'm in." Yeah. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, just, like you said, trying to thaw out. I went out and moved some more snow around earlier and got the driveway and the walk pretty well cleared off. Had to get the old garbage cans in, normal dad stuff. Lights are my computer power. Somebody's thumping around upstairs. What's this say? Me and Joe were live at 1 a.m. Christmas morning. You're tracking, yeah, tracking Santa. Nice. Hopefully gonna melt. Yeah, so it's gonna be in the 40s tomorrow here, so it doesn't look like it's gonna get. Santa was on a bender. Looks like it's gonna be above freezing for the next week, as far as I can see, where we're at least. Talking like 50s end of the week. Smooth jazz. Yep. Yeah, old Larry T. Bird sounded pretty good the other day out in the snowy driveway. I was gonna do a cold start on the Cummins, but because it's in the other driveway, it is buried. I haven't been driving it. Howdy, Dr. Art. Thanks for stopping by, brother man. The particle board of music. Yeah, right. Long enough to do it all over and, yeah, melt it and then let it eat again, yeah. It didn't like the snow. Yeah, I'm sure it did. Did you get the, transmission fixed in it, by the way, Jeff? Man, whatever I ate is kicking my ass tonight. Trying to make his voice smooth. Hey, Scarlett. What's up? Forehead Cuda? I didn't, but I did, but it's not right, so I had oh, okay, got you. At least it'll move itself in and out of the driveway, huh? Or in and out of the garage, rather. Was that, you had a short something about, like, kinda electric car sound like this? Was that the bird doing the burnout that Did it in. Yeah, the Rona, yeah, the Rona got Jeff pretty good. I had it, I had it on Thanksgiving. We were gonna do luckily, we did dinner on Friday instead of Thursday because man, Wednesday night, I had a fever and felt like shit. 4 channel day logged. See my little message along the bottom there? Big Block had somebody pull some nasty shit on him the other night, and I saw it live, so I know he cut it out. I just feel bad for him because it was his first live and they did that shit to him. Yeah, yeah, definitely Friday is the day, isn't it? You know, my place is under attack in the 71. I don't know who's upstairs. They're being loud because I can hear them through my headphones. What does it cost to have a 2014 Town and Country van? Cool Flush. Man, probably about 150 here. This coolant's so expensive, and then labor. Yeah, you probably about 150-ish. Yeah, I really don't know because I don't price that stuff anymore, unfortunately. But I know the labor's high and the chemicals are high. So, hey Tom, what's happening, brother? Well, did you have some bad experiences too, Brian? Yeah, I may have to do that myself, but I let one person in a while back, and it was kind of weird, but nothing really happened with it. But then all this, it's kind of been spiraling. I'm like yeah, I mean, if it was you, obviously I would know it was you, so I'd say, well, I'm gonna let Ryan in, or I'm gonna let Tom in, or you know, I'm gonna let Dean in, or Jeffro, or Wendy, or I mean, all these most of these people have been in my chat before, so or in my on my live screen, I should say, on my screen. Like I know who you guys are. Of course, they can do some shady shit like they did a Big Block, putting the older guy, just watching a video or whatever. That was pretty smart, but it sucks is they'll ban your channel for that shit. And like the rest of us, we've worked our tail off to get to where we are, and it's people ain't got nothing to do. Hold on one second. I don't know what is going on upstairs. I don't know if the dogs are fighting or what. Mr. Wilburn. Howdy, howdy.
What's happening?
Ooh, Lord. Got it up loud. How you doing?
All right. You don't realize when you're on the screen solo where your volume is.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Lord, I have my volume turned up loud.
Yeah, I saw Dust Devil say that he's excited about Friday. Dust Devil, the number has been printed.
Nice.
It's right here. This is actually it.
I saw the thumbnail the other day. This one behind you said the numbers will be here or something like that. I thought it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good.
And I'm actually in the middle of remodeling the studio here. So say goodbye to this janky background.
Okay.
This is the last live it will be on right here.
I started moving mine around. Hey, look at here. Look at this guy.
What's happening, Jason?
Not much. How you doing, man? Feeling better?
Oh, my head's still full of shit. My ears are all clogged up. It's tired, really tired.
Yeah, you're always full of shit, so you're fine.
I know. I think with all the shit up here, my hair would be growing.
Yeah, right. Fertilizer, huh?
What else is new?
Not a whole lot.
Let's see. Make sure
Yeah.
I thought the dogs were up there fighting, and I was like, no, it's my adult children that are up there freaking acting stupid. I'm like, hey, thanks for stopping by. They'll probably eat all my food and leave.
Probably.
Yeah. Any screwdrivers through the wall, John? What? That's as good as what you think dry, yeah, right?
I've had a big day. I've talked to Ryan today from Streetcar Chronicles. I've talked to Blake. I've talked to Joe. I've talked to Two Hacks Jeff, Ron Ward. I'm making quite a tour today.
You have been a busy bee, haven't you?
Man. Charger 383 Mopar William.
Mm-hmm.
On the phone all day.
Heck yeah. I got to go to work today. Lucky me.
Oh, I got it too.
Yeah, right. We don't get out of that, do we?
I'm not allowed to go back to work for a while.
Yeah. Well, you can work from home though, can't you? If you have
to. I do like almost all the time, but I was supposed to be in a couple times, and that ain't happening. So.
Yeah, I wish they could just drop shit off the house for me to work on, but they won't do that. So I don't have a room for it anyway. Yeah, I was working on that Jeep. It's almost done. I've been working on that thing for 5 months, putting all the rubber, all the door seals and everything in it. And we got the top for it finally. We had to get a hard top from Arizona for that thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we couldn't find a good one anywhere. They were all broken or, missing glass or whatever. And yeah, it came in.
Dean, they don't know.
What's that?
I said I've talked to them. I didn't say.
Oh yeah, no, that's under strict wraps. That's like the freaking Declaration of Independence. You can't get to that thing right now.
It's just what is it? 71 hours and 4.5 minutes.
Yep.
So
the No Name Nationals is going to be on a day that ends in Y in a month that's in 2023 at a location that has a drag strip.
There it is. You heard it here first.
And the track will be somewhere between 300 and 2,000 feet long.
That's right. That's right. And it may or may not have a Christmas tree.
Yeah, maybe we'll have it at Tri-River Dragway, which is on the West Virginia-Ohio border. It's 300 feet.
Oh, yeah. I've driven by that.
300-foot dragway.
Yep.
So you look at the records and you're like, my gosh, look at these junior dragsters. Man, they're turning the earth.
I have like a 640 gear.
We were down in Kentucky somewhere one time when we saw it was an Outlaw. It was a 330 drag strip. And all it had, the starting line was a light bulb. The guy literally was flicking a switch on an extension cord. That was
See,
was
that's
how.
my type of drag race, and that would be a blast.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
it's
like-
a
Run like
330.
run like a dirt track gear in that thing, and it would come down to driving.
Every car left on the back bumper because they had
Oh yeah,
600 gears in them. It was cool.
Well, a 330, the very top of the clutch pedal is the lever for the chutes.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah. Exactly. My car probably can't 60 foot on a 300-foot track.
every car can 60 foot if it runs.
Yeah. I saw I shared a clip. It was a street race or like a no prep race at a drag strip, and it was a stick shift class, and they both broke when they let the clutch up. And it was the final, so one of them had to win. So their crews were pushing them down to the 8th mile to trip the beam.
I've got an idea that I'm hoping somebody. I thought they should have done it last year, but for the 60 foot.
Yeah.
Danny Boyd says best 60 foot is a 241. What are you driving, a bulldozer? What's 60 foot to 241?
it must be a 480 horse Pontiac.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think my 60 foot would be that much worse without a car. What are you driving that has a 241 60 foot?
I don't know, but it sounds kind of fun.
It's an old.
Actually.
It's an old.
It
it's a
probably goes
Mustang.
200 mile an hour on the top end.
Oh yeah, it's got a moon gear in it. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you what my
could get a
best
ditch
60
witch
foot
with
is.
the driver's seat. I'm sorry.
88
Yeah.
Mustang with a 308. Yeah. I think when I
Your
started
88
racing mine,
Mustang 60 foot's a 241. We had two of the slowest cars on the face of the earth on my channel a couple years ago at Motor Mile. And they were, yeah, Jeff, remember, they were running in the mid 10s and the 8th. And I think their 60 foots were just a little over 2.
I remember
I mean,
when I first started racing my Mustang, it was like 220 60 foots, and it ran like about 1420s, like he was saying. And I think mine had a 308, but mine was the lighter one though, because it was an early one. It was a 1980, and it was gutted. I mean, it didn't even have a dash in it.
But see, there's no gears in it. Yeah, it's like you said,
No.
308 gears.
Yeah, it was
that's why
like-
it's so rough.
Like Jeff said, I could run it on a mile and it'd be fine, And it didn't
I
have
would
no
think
power either. It was a
I'm saying it's like is this a Chevy Sprint pulling a fifth wheel? I mean, how do you have?
I've got a set of 488s and a spool going in with a new transmission that's got a 245 first gear. So
there you go.
yeah,
Attaboy.
got to do it the right way.
No, when I first started racing, Dan, I just had an old stock 302 and it actually had a 2-barrel on it. That's all I had. That's all I could
John, I
afford.
was talking to Andy a while back. Love Andy to death, and he was talking about the different combos of gears versus your first gear with the stall. And they do
Right.
this, came out much smoother. I'm like, I don't want to come out of the hole smooth. I want that thing launching like a fucking Saturn rocket,
Right. I want that thing digging. Yeah.
I want that full size car, getting air underneath the front tires.
See,
I don't care if it's a little bit.
yeah, but see, that's because Andy, he's like, I don't have enough gear. Let me get my magic wand and get about 50 more pounds-feet of torque. Fixed.
Gears fixed. Yeah. Yeah. As
Yeah.
long as you can push through it, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Now, when I went to the 351, Dan, then that's when the magic happened. But it had 456 gears, a real loose converter. It was it went down in the 140s, maybe even 130s. It was in the 140s, like a 142 or something. But at 8 Mile, like a 670. It had some steam back then. That's a picture of it up in the corner of the screen above John there. That's an old picture of it I found. Yeah, that one. Yeah. it's all backwards.
Now, I got the side right, but
yeah.
hey, man, just be glad this isn't your guest bathroom where I guessed wrong.
Right. Restroom that way.
Yeah. Fortunately, Jason's got a shirt hanging up in here.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I got my cousin Eddie's RV repair shirt on underneath here. I got it for
Yeah, I'm
Christmas.
going with a methanol injection kit too, Jason.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if I put any kind of power adder, I'll have a methanol on top
See, I'm
of
not
it.
gapped for nitrous. I went over my paperwork. I had all my notes written down. I'm like, fuck, I did not gap
Well,
it. So
just the methanol alone though will cool the charge down.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Danny boy, that let me tell you, having that kind of easy on parts, 60 foot. That's why you made 20 passes and drove home.
That's right.
Jeff is going to break stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff and Patrick
He's already
have been
broke
hanging
stuff.
out.
I know.
Exactly. Jeff broke a transmission 54 miles. I bet your Mustang did a lot better than that.
Oh man. So Jason asked me, about that video. So I got my car back like the week after No Name Nationals, and I had the
Okay.
same clutch packs put in that were in it, right?
Mhm.
And still doesn't feel right. And going out and just freaking beating on it, it's still doing it again. So
Okay.
What
I
the same
decided,
clutch? Did it put the same clutch discs back?
no, it was all new plates and clutch packs. That is all. But so I'm getting a completely different C6 built a la carte per se,
Mhm.
and it's going to be a hell of a lot stronger.
So you're letting them know what the car
Right.
weighs, what the car has. Yeah. That's a good idea.
So,
How many
Yeah, the
inches
asphalt
are
will
in the
suffer,
high gear
exactly.
drum on that?
I don't even know.
I think there's 6, John. I think that's why they call it a C6.
6?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't know.
Because I ran the C4 and they'd only have 4, and I think that's where they got their names from. Don't hold me to that.
The
But
727 doesn't have 7. I can tell you that. I wish
Right.
it did.
right.
But a 904 does have 4 or 3.
Yeah. Power Glide had 4 when I put it together. So yeah.
I got 11 total.
This one's-
6 in the high and 5 in the forward.
Yeah, this had no, this has 9. It had 5 in the high and well, it only has 4 in reverse though, right? It only has 2 packs, and I think it's the bigger ones were the reverse. It had 4, and then the high had no. It has 4 and 4. That's what it had when I put it together. I think. I can't remember. Of course, I put it together, so stand back. Yeah, right.
So
I don't
the whole thing is like I get this transmission in, this one's coming out. I'm gonna build it with all Broder performance stuff, and literally just set it aside and not mess with it.
Does Cope build Ford stuff, or does he build everything?
It does, but
Yeah,
I need
Oh,
to
I'm
have
sure.
John Wilbur and FU money to do that.
right.
Hey, Frank McCart Rivet. He's got to stop shredding distributor gears before he can worry what it runs. This right here was a broken distributor gear.
Yep.
Blew the whole engine apart.
Is that what did Big Blocks in? Was the distributor gear?
That's Andy's.
Oh, Andy. Okay.
This is Andy Woods right here. I was right next to it when that thing blew.
Yeah.
Just grenaded it.
I broke the drift pin, the dowel pin on the distributor gear in my Windsor one time, and it made a mess.
It destroyed that engine, the 393.
Oh yeah,
Destroyed
you showed me that video of it. It definitely let the smoke out of it.
I heard it,
man.
and I'm just
Those
the
headers,
worst sound ever.
those new headers that he has on that thing are freaking. They're a work
Amazing.
of art. I mean, I have to go back and stop the video just to look at it. And I'm just like, wow, that kid was good.
I asked him if I could make a grilled cheese on him because it looks just perfect for that. Tell me it doesn't.
We'll definitely
Tell
have
me
to
it
go
doesn't.
over and let them have some hot dogs on a stick.
I don't know. I would almost fuck with the internet and fry bacon on them and
Yeah.
start.
I'm telling you, they're just perfect for that.
There,
I
man.
know.
They're just perfect. Period. But yeah,
They're not really my style aesthetically, but I mean, they're gonna work. I mean, they're gonna work good.
Wait till you see the headers I'm getting ready to put together on my truck. You guys will like them. Jeff will like them. They're going to be different.
I like headers of all kinds. the
Mhm.
classy and the awful looking, both.
Yep.
So, like, whether your headers were done like Andy's, a nice fab shop, or
Oh,
whether
mine
they
won't be
looked like
like that.
somebody took a menorah and turned it into an exhaust manifold, I'm good with either.
Mine's gonna
They're
look like I
all-
got like some gas pipe out and welded it together.
Hey, John,
Danny
I was
Boy had
watching.
a distributor here. Dan, it did it because it jumped time, and it jumped time at exactly the wrong time.
Yep.
It bent a connecting rod, and it sent number 7 out through the side of the engine.
Detonation, baby.
I was watching a video of a guy that had just rebuilt an engine, small block Chevy.
Hey,
Looked
Unfinished. How you
nice
doing,
and
bro?
all that. And he's breaking in on the run stand, 2,000 RPMs, gets it done, lets it idle, and they're just doing stuff. And he wrapped it one time, rod right out the side of it. It's like, oh, that's not good.
That's why they
They're-
have bulletproof glass in those dyno rooms, because
This was in his garage.
stuff happens.
It's
Oh,
nice
that's
to
even
it.
worse.
Yeah.
My old boss had an old, like a 41 Willys, and he ran small block Chevys in it. And I mean, he knew a lot about them. And he had built this nasty one. It was like one of the old, it was a D-stroke 400 small block, and it had this weird intake on it. Thing was flying. I mean, it looked like an old gasser. It was cool. It was a fiberglass replica, and it just coming out of the water box. I think the timing chain broke, kicked a rod right out of the side of the block. So he takes the next few months and he like builds this big old, I think it was a big like 421 small block or something, and built these gorgeous step headers for it. We couldn't get the thing to fire up. Wouldn't run. Well, come to find out, when that connecting rod came out, it smashed the fuel line, and he'd even put a piece. It was
Oh, wow.
it was aluminum fuel line, but he put a piece of braided around it to protect it. So when that rod came out, it smacked that thing and smashed the fuel line shut.
This right here will always be the greatest first start engine video I've ever seen.
Oh,
Right
I
here.
know.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Come on, baby. Whoa, shop. Look at
Oh, yeah.
Those
That's
headers.
awesome. Right? Ooh. I told you.
Ah,
That will always be the greatest first
those
start video.
headers.
There was a video I saw today. It said cold start in the garage on the engine stand, and said Ohio. So I looked at it. I'm like, oh, I might know who this guy is. He's got like an old inline 6, and it's not on an engine stand. It's on like a stack of wood, and he starts it, and it falls off the stand, goes upside down. Oh, it was hilarious. It was hilarious.
I love that engine start video.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
a good one.
the best
That
ever.
is a classic one.
I mean,
He's like, I told you.
I want to know. So I want to pay a lab to figure out what he said.
Right.
I would love to know how he was doing cutting his promo while he's revving it.
Oh, he's definitely proud of that monstrosity.
I
Yeah,
just
Dean, I
love
agree
to
with you,
know what
Logan.
he's saying. And now I know this is just pure Schadenfreude theater, but I also like the guy who starts a 350 Chevy and just sitting there idle and throws a rod right through the side of the block, brand new engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm guessing it probably had either an oiling restriction or really tight rod bearing or something, and that was enough to turn it blue and pitch it. Or I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it
I
did.
had-
It put it through the oil pan.
I had a motor. I had a 302 built by a reputable speed shop here in town one year. Put it in the car, took it out. The thing wouldn't fall out of a tree. And every pass, believe it or not, I was winning rounds with this thing, and it was slowing down like 3 or 4 tenths a run. Started out with the motor I pulled out ran like 12 flat. This motor would only run 1280, and every run it was slowing down. I made it to the finals. The car I dialed at like a 1360. I won. No, I run it up. Sorry, I actually had broke out. I ran 1355 on a 60, and I pulled it back. and I went over to get my money because it was getting late, and I got back and it was locked up. Couldn't even pull it on the trailer.
Holy
Had
shit.
Had 8 runs on it. Yep. I went 2 time runs and 6 rounds with it. Done. I was pissed. Didn't kick a rod out or anything, but man, when I took it apart, that crank was blue. It was so hot.
Oh, yeah.
They had it way too tight. Like, okay, well, I tried
You
those guys.
know where I think that. You know where that comes from? I think I finally figured out what it is. These machine shops that make everything too tight. They don't know the difference between a clearance and a tolerance.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm dead serious because I have talked to 2 or 3 machinists who use the word tolerance just like it's synonymous. They just think it's just a synonym. They think it's the same word. It's
Right.
not the same thing. And so what happens is, let's say you have a 2.5 thousandth main bearing clearance spec, right? Well, if the tolerance is 1/2 to 1.5, what that means is that you could be as tight as 2 or as loose as 4.
4.
Because that's
right.
a 1/2 to 1.5 tolerance on the clearance. Because they don't know that, they think you're shooting between 1/2 to 1.5 on the clearance. Then you have 1/1000th of clearance, and it's too tight, it spins the bearing. I would never have thought that, but I've talked to at least 2 machinists I can think of right off the top of my head that used the word tolerance. There was one of them. I don't know how long he's been a machinist, but I know this. I don't want to out this guy. I know he's been doing this for at least 50 years. At least.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the guy says, yeah, I look them tolerances up, and when they don't look right, I'll give them a little more. He really didn't know the difference between a tolerance and a clearance. And this guy was machining parts before I was born.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
had hours and hours of conversations with Jimmy on that. And he
Right,
talks about, like, whenever, like, he'll get pistons, right? And he's measuring this, looking at this and all that. And he'll ask, how are you driving it? What's it meant for? And, he has built everything and he knows what works. And it's like,
yeah, but
you got it.
but they don't even know. They don't know the difference between what those 2 things mean. You know how dangerous that is?
Oh, my God, that's pretty bad.
Well, the guy who machined the crankshaft for Ari DeBernia, or in our community, Ari, he didn't know the difference. He used tolerance. He gave Ari 1/1000th of main bearing clearance. 1/1000th. I said, take that thing back to him before you turn that crank purple. I mean, it just that's no bueno. It doesn't work.
Sorry about that. I was about to have a washing machine overflow here. I heard it running
Come
out
on,
of the
don't
sink.
fix it, film it.
Oh, shit. I'll tell you one, back to the motor stuff, and I apologize. I missed what you were saying, Jeff. I know you said you were talking to.
I just announced the
What I-
Nationwide Nationals, but I can't repeat them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All over. Hey, I got this recording, so I'll figure it out. But one thing I see guys do is they put oil when they're putting the main bearings in. They put oil down in the saddle before they put the bearing in.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, those go in dry. You don't do that. 'Cause there goes your tolerance.
But Jason, if they didn't do that when they spin the bearing, they want to save the block.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
Come on, man.
I was watching a YouTube video. I'm not shitting you, and they were talking about they spent all this money to get this machine work done, and they're like, yeah, we're lubing it, and they're. I'm like, wait a minute, no, he didn't just do that. So I got rewound it, and I'm like, all right, I'm not even watching the rest of this video.
I'll tell you.
I'm no builder. Don't get me wrong, but anyway, go ahead.
I won't say who. It's because it was done here on YouTube. I saw a guy take the seal that goes in the back of the rotor that keeps the grease in the inner wheel bearing. He takes the seal, sticks it up on the spindle, sticks the rotor up there, and tightens the rotor down into the seal.
Oh Lord, yeah. I've
and
actually
just thought,
seen.
well, that's how we do it. And I'm like, okay, so you push it in just far enough, and then you kind of grind away whatever is touching, and it's halfway in, and it's not really installed, and you just grind it clear. What I mean, and that was.
I know.
That's what I watched back, and I thought I did not just see that.
Yeah. I know. I do that every now and again. I'm just like, you know what? It's is what it is. I know I've done dumb shit in my life, so but
Oh, I have too, but I mean, the thing is when people do that stuff and then they swagger about what a great way it is and how they were taught by a pro and all. I mean, now that's where it.
yeah,
You can and should always forgive somebody not understand. I get that. I mean,
yeah,
man,
right.
we could all write libraries with stuff we'll never know and understand,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
it's when people have all that swagger of undeserved accomplishment and undeserved false
Right.
confidence and stuff.
Like-
That's one that grates on me.
Yeah. Man, I was watching Big Blocks live the other night when that guy got in there and did all of his nasty
What?
shit.
I didn't,
I
hear
didn't
what
even know
happened.
anything about it. I know he had a troll, but I just
Oh, see my message going across the bottom? I
Well,
will not.
happened?
What's that?
What happened?
So it was creepy. So it was Big Blocks, and it was his first live that he's ever done. So I feel bad for him that it happened, first of all. So he was, normal people were coming in, who's the guy that ran the stock car down the track?
Outfits?
Yes, Outfits was in there, and
Yeah.
I got in there for a little bit when I could, and the normal folks were coming in. Well, then this guy pops up, and it says Pastor Dan, and it was an older gentleman, white beard, and his lips weren't moving, and he was kind of like fumbling, like he was having a hard time with the mic, and then in the background, it was almost like one of those AI created voices, where it's like it's a robot. Hey, how you doing? Let me fix my, that kind of shit.
Huh.
So then he asked Big Block, like, hey, how's your day or whatever? And Big Block's like, oh, it's been a pretty cold day, because Steve's cool, And he's like, oh, cold day, huh? And then all of a sudden, the old man disappears, and then it's like this skinhead looking dude, and he like was scratching his face, and then he realized, oh shit, so he dropped out. So then I don't know what amount of time went by, but it was right towards the end of it. Somebody else came in, but they had a normal face up on the down here in the back room or whatever you want to call it. When he clicked on it, they played it was horrible what they played, and it could have got Steve in a lot of trouble, but I think he fixed it. It was not good. What
Bieber?
Worse. It was
worse.
What were they playing?
Huh?
What were they playing? Like porn?
Yeah, but it wasn't normal porn. It was, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was. I'll text it to you what they did, Jeffrey.
Okay.
Then you can. Let's get your reaction to this one.
Well, I don't know. I was doing my regular live, so I have no idea what everybody else was doing.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, he was. It was. Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? It was his normal stuff, and oh shit, where's Jeffro? Here we go. Let's see. Sorry, I can't talk and type. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I'm trying not to be too graphic for you there. But it's
Jason
not.
doesn't even want to type it.
No, it was so bad. There you go, Jeffro.
Okay.
I'm good, brother, man. Thanks for stopping by, Rich. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Where'd he go?
She's trying to find that title at his local, Blockbuster, I guess.
Oh, no. But yeah, he fixed it, and he put up a video saying, hey, apologize. I got it straightened out. But hey, everybody watch out for this stuff, so yeah, it was
Wilburn does that to me all the time, Jason.
I hope the hell he don't.
Dean says,
I would. I mean, well, I guess I really would.
I'm going to be Dean's wingman.
What's that?
Live. Dean says I'm going to be his wingman. I can do that.
There you go.
Oh, live. that guy probably records that shit and puts it out, as pranks.
He's doing it to get your channel banned is what he's doing. So it's like it'd be like me waiting backstage or you taking say you wanted to do this malicious shit. You would take my face or a clip of my video and have it down here in the back room waiting. And then as soon as they click on it, because they're like, "Oh, it's Jason," and then you play this nasty shit as soon as I get on the screen. Of course, you got to be pretty quick to do that, but
yeah,
Jason,
I do.
I've been a mod a long time, and that's the reason I don't say what you just said, because you'll have these guys that are in between who are deciding between being that guy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to tell them how it's done. I
I'm
know
an
other
idiot.
mod tricks.
I'm an
I
idiot.
didn't know I could do it. I won't tell them.
I'm an idiot. You know me.
You don't want to. You don't want to.
Well, I think I'm gonna just start doing like Brian said from Dust Devil. He'll just start, if we hit him up on Facebook or something, he'll send us the link, or I'll just, hey Jeff, you want to come in? I'll send you the link or whatever. But
yeah.
I haven't had it happen yet, so probably that'll be tonight.
I've got.
It was
I've got
just
ways
really
of managing
strange
it.
how it played out. It was like, I don't really. Well, were you guys weren't on here the night the guy came on my live and he was from Turkey, and like he was like looking down and he had like these big old like 70s like glasses, long hair, and he kept waving. He was down here, and I'm like, and I think I was texting Rob. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. There's somebody on here and I don't really want to let him in. So I was like, all right, I'll let him in. And he was real nice. He was like, hey, I watch you live. I appreciate it. I'm from Turkey. And he said what his name was and everything. And I was like, okay, thanks, So what's the weather like over there? Do you guys have hot rods? And then all of a sudden he was like, okay, bye. It was like probably the only words he knew in English, Don was on with me that night. Where is Don, by the way, Wendy? What is he doing? But anyway, I hope everybody had a good Christmas. That's for sure.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Here's what's funny is it's like my mom, she's always liked old classic cars. And the one thing she liked about my car was the duck I had on the hood, So she had this canvas made for me with the duck on my car, right?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have that anymore, Mom. She's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, no, it's a trophy now. Well, you need to get that back. And I'm like, no, trust me, I don't
want to get it back.
I don't want it back. There's a jinx.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, we'll have 500 feet of people picking up a C6 and you'll get it back.
That thing's got some bad juju on it.
Oh man, yeah. So she got it, and my daughter's boyfriend can stick around because he actually got me a Christmas present. It was a garage for my sign. It's a.
I'm gonna have a.
He can stay living for another year.
I'll remove the foul language, but this is a trophy that Hunter made when he was in welding school. We'll have to do something with this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he welded it in welding school. So, yeah, I figured we'd do something with that. And then I've got an old distributor somewhere that I want to do something with. Ah, shit. I got too much crap back here. But, yeah, we'll put, like, No Name Nationals or whatever, not the stuff that's on there now. That's my kid, Tony's last Holly fuel pump glasses. Oh, where he had did you see it? DD Speed Shop put it up. He's like, I think I'm hypnotized because the circle light, was reflecting in Tony's glasses, and it was like it was doing this like psychedelic shit,
They created.
There's Don. How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I missed it. What? Ultraman. Hey, Colleen. Jeff can be the wingman, yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, like, today's the first day I've somewhat felt better. Like, I was feeling better than my head. I can barely hear. I'm just all jacked up.
Oh, yeah, pressure.
I
Yeah.
am just, like, itching to get out of the house and do something.
Well, and that weather that came through, that was like a super low pressure, made all my damn arthritis hurt. My left arm is real bad. My elbow, my wrist Like,
Yeah.
God damn, I hate getting old. CTD speed shop. Yeah, yeah. I did see that, Rich. Yeah.
What was a Saturday Night Live skit where there was the dude that was always asking somebody else if he remembers something from a movie? What was that skit? You remember that, Jeff?
Man, I don't.
I'm trying to remember what that skit was now. I want to recycle that into something, but that reminded me of it.
I watched the one the other day. It was the cat that played Tommy Boy was the motivational speaker.
Oh yeah,
Matt something. I live in a van
Matt
down by
Foley.
the river. Yeah,
Yeah.
love that
And
one.
why are you picturing my van when you said that, Jason? You know you did.
I picture like an old van with one of those little canvas things that comes out the side and it's got the stakes you put down like when we were kids. We'd go camping in, that's what I think and it's raining and there's an old dog out there digging at himself or something,
So how many people start living in the parking lot of your Walmart before they evict them? The answer is 4.
Really?
We had one big RV that looked just like a Cousin Eddie special. I'm telling you, it was a Cousin Eddie special. There was a Ford Econoline van. There was something else. They were starting to make a city there of camping out in the Walmart park. That one van was there almost a year, and they finally cleaned it all out.
They used to allow just one night overnight, like if you're traveling. But
yeah, and people like that were ruining it.
Yeah, they don't.
Our Walmart's we got 2 Walmarts. I was telling John about one of them the other night, but one of them is just always full of campers and mobile meth labs and
great, like hippies and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, I never had to stay.
SNL's Norm Macdonald, O.J. Simpson jokes were the best.
Yes, the Norm. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone in a white Bronco? Yeah, did you see the new Bronco? Somebody had made a meme and it was a white one. And they're like the OJ.
I think we need that at No Name Nationals, a white OJ Bronco.
Oh,
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we do. That might be the next thing I work on at work is an old Bronco that needs a lot of stuff. Well, we'll see. Phil Hartman is Frank Sinatra. Yeah.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Man,
I'm Gumby, damn it.
Saturday Night Live of the 90s. Holy crap.
Man.
Here we go. And it is Matt Foley.
Yeah. Yeah. He picks him up. Yeah.
Oh, Matt's gonna be your shadow. Here's you, here's Matt. There's you, there.
Now that is what I call a motivational speaker.
And if I remember right, they didn't actually let everybody know that he was going to break that table. That was because they were all like, "Whoa, he broke the table!" They saw the legs and stuff, so it would clash.
I tell you who was the comedic genius.
What's up,
was
Brian?
Gilda Radner was hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know, the Jane, you ignorant slut was one of the best Dan Aykroyd lines ever.
Hello, Rich 220.
Excuse me.
Hey, John, my friend Mike.
That's some small
has the
gloves.
build and
That's my lucky stabbing hand.
My friend Mike has the build and persona of Chris Farley, right? And he's always been a big Saturday Night Live fan. And he always gets T-shirts of Saturday Night Live stuff. And he's got this T-shirt, and it just says, "Jane, you ignorant slut." And he wears it to Christmas every year because it's in his aunt's Jane's house up in Chicago.
My the guy I work with, his name's Jason. Also, his cousin has a T-shirt business. It's called Nifty, and he had this shirt this year. His best seller was Santa on the front of it. It said, "Don't do ho shit." He's like, this is my best seller. Oh, did you just text me? Somebody did. That's probably some weirdo. No, my camera's going off in the front of the house.
You're just paranoid now, aren't you?
I am. That's kids are leaving. Camera's going off. Yeah, my electric fancy lock, you got to punch the code in on my garage. Well, it's been on there for years, but my screen door blew off. I don't know, the other windstorm we just had. So water got in it and froze it. And I was hoping my security cameras were going to catch me doing this, because I put the ham for Christmas in the garage refrigerator.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get in the garage because that lock wouldn't open. It
Oh,
was
shit.
frozen. So I have this little baby air conditioner. I have this little like 12 by 12 window, and I'm not 12 by 12 at my waist. So I had to shove the air conditioner in and squeeze my fat ass in there and reach and unlock the door. And I was like, I hope the security cameras did not catch any of it. The one in the garage or the one on the back of the house. I'm like, you guys are
my
fired.
old house, like where I used to live, my mom for Christmas one year got me these like those fancy auto locking doorknob thingies, you know.
Yeah.
Right around Christmas, I put them in, and I hadn't even set them yet. It was like that day, right? And my daughter was super young. I had one on the front and the back. Well, everyone always went into the door in the garage, right? My daughter, she locked the door from the inside, and I didn't have the key.
Oh, right? You didn't have the key.
No, and I didn't know any of the codes because I hadn't said anything, and the instructions were inside, right?
Yeah.
And I had this big, like, solid, or this big steel door in between there, and I'm trying to get this thing off, you know, couldn't get it. I go to the back door, it's locked, front door's locked, and I'm like, I got to get in the house. I'm knocking on the windows. My daughter was super young. She's just, like, waving at me. Wouldn't unlock the door. Wouldn't unlock it.
Yeah.
I literally took and cut that thing out and had to get a new door and everything.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah.
She wouldn't come unlock the door. She went to bed. I was like, well, this ain't good. This is Father of the Year material right here.
Yeah, right. I didn't know what I was like. I was free. Of course, it's cold. You know, this is Christmas morning. I'm trying to get food going because we make food here and we take it over to my daughter's house because her house is bigger than ours. And I'm like, how the hell am I going to get in the garage? You know, and I'm like, well, I haven't taken the air conditioner out of the window yet, so I like pushed the window all the way open, shoved it in. I'm like, because I put my big door, you know, the big garage door. What happened?
A what?
But anyway, the big garage door, I shove a pole up in there, so you can't open it. Like even if you overrode the lock, you can't push the big door open.
Yeah.
I'm like, and it didn't catch anything. I'm like, damn it, that would have been a good video. You know?
Yeah.
Any other time, the garage, like if there's a spider in there or a fly, it's going crazy, blowing my phone up. The smoke alarm went off one night. I'm like, there wasn't anything in it. I'm missing stuff over here. Dust Devil said that would have been. Yeah, it would have been. Winning.
I had a smoke alarm in my old house where it just randomly go off middle of the night, you know.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
But like I said, I think it's because the screen door blew off and it let the water get in it. Because like I said, it's hard to get in my garage because like the one window that I can't see. When we resided it, we actually closed it off. So, but I mean, if somebody wants to get in, they're going to get in regardless. They're going to break shit.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to try out my home. You know what I mean? I got a new crossbow for Christmas. I haven't even got it out of the box yet.
Jason, you can go out and make some videos of shooting stuff with that.
Yeah.
Do some ultra slow motion videos. Do some 240 frame per second.
Yeah.
Shooting bolts through stuff.
All right, I can do that.
Yeah, that's good content.
Yeah. I did that one year. We went not with my crossbow, but like 2 years ago, usually here in January, we all go just south of my house down near Cincinnati. There's a big state park that we like going to. They have a real nice lodge and they have a big lake. And down at the levee, they have a archery range. So like 2 years ago, my friend Billy and I both took our bows, our compound bows, which I can't pull anymore. But and I did some slow motion. Like I set the camera down at the target and was like, you know, it was pretty neat. But I don't think it ever went anywhere. It's should be on my channel somewhere.
Huh.
But
Neat.
yeah. But yeah, I don't even know. It's in this big, it looks like an airplane that's in a hard case. It's like this huge thing over here. I was like, here, Dad, Merry Christmas. I'm like, oh, what's in there? Like a model airplane or something? But yeah. Hands could never pull a bow and hold steady. Yeah, I was okay with this until I had all my hernia surgery stuff. After that, I was not good with it. But it had a stabilizer on it and everything. It was pretty sweet. Good with a rifle, yeah. KTM 500.
That's a good motorcycle.
Oh, okay. I was like, I think that's a motorcycle, isn't it? Yeah. Stetson with a Ned Kelly. That's a good one, Dean. I had a crossbow a long, long time ago. I had a Norton, I think it was, or a Horton. It had a red dot on it. That thing it wasn't even fun because like 40 yards, you could put a bolt through a 4x4, you know. The heck, hunting season, deer season's almost over anyway. So
Man, there's all
Shake
kinds
it.
of deer out here.
what's
You
that?
shake up a can of beer and put a bolt through it under super slow mo.
That would be, yeah, that would be pretty cool. And it's slow. Yeah,
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Or why don't you shoot a Chinese lifter in ultra slow mo and see what
Go
that
right
does?
through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, that
would be
metal
cool.
is so soft it would look like the villain from Terminator 2. It would just kind of
yeah, just turn into like Mercury. Yeah. It'd be cool if you could hit it just right in the cup to release.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
then the spring and pop out. That'd be neat.
Well, try it. You take a few takes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's a lot of cool stuff you think about. It'd be neat to shoot in super slow mo.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Pontiac.
Yes.
Oh, with a what is that? What did it have in it? A 578,000
For a Pontiac pacifier.
horsepower.
Ah,
With a
yeah. Something like that.
Doesn't it have like a 4-speed? So it's like really fast because it's got a 4-speed in it.
Oh, it's the best street racing car ever in the world.
I watched some of his videos. I'm like,
Michael J. Fox production, you know.
fucking guy's a dick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just remember, when your Windows 95 slide rule with a monitor software tells you how much horsepower it needs
Right.
to take that to
Tells-
the bank.
tells you-
Exactly.
I mean,
I was watching this one call
Yeah,
out
we-
video, and
we
I'm
got
like, I
two
can't even
cannons
see this
string
guy. It
dyno
looks
here.
looks like he's standing in a foggy moat or something. I can't even see the guy. You know, like, what the?
He never shows his face. He's probably wanted in like 48 states.
Yeah, I apologize, but that just pissed me off the other night when he started that shit.
Oh, he's been a pain in my butt for
Yeah,
months.
like
It's like, dude, go away. Like
Yeah.
this whole no name nationals thing isn't about.
no, and he's
Well,
not going
it's
to. He's not going to show up fucking anyway.
No.
You know,
No.
right? I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah, Dust Devil. You don't need a special camera to shoot a slow mo Pontiac. Sorry,
It's the oil painting finish lines picture. Is that what you're saying, Brian?
Yeah.
yeah.
Ryan's right on that one. That's for sure.
This
Yeah,
this
I
is
That just rubbed
this
me
is
the
this
wrong
is
way.
the film quality right here.
Uh-oh.
I mean, really, there's no amount of image stabilization to make it to where you could read anything.
Well,
It's
funny
like
when
everybody on screen is in the witness protection program. You can't make anything out. It's just awful. You're taking
doesn't
his
know how
word
to-
for it, what you're seeing.
He doesn't know how to blur anything, so he just shakes it.
I mean, it's like, did you take that camera to your toenail when you shot that? How do you even get a camera? How do you get video that bad? I don't know how it's possible.
Jeff said to
Michael J. Fox Productions
Yeah, he
presents.
said Michael J. Fox the other night because I was texting him. I was like, that guy pissed me off. I'm just letting you know. Like, if I see him out,
He pissed me off.
yeah, I was like,
It takes a
we might
lot
have
to
have.
really get under my skin, and that guy just gets. There's another guy that gets under my skin. I'm not going to say his name on here. I don't know if anybody here probably even knows him, but my God, there's another guy that.
Like I said, I knew it was bothering you, and I guess that's kind of what set me off. I'm like,
well, you know what gets me is this guy has a 70 Pontiac faster than a space shuttle, and yet he will not bring it out. He will not race it. He will take his word for it that it goes 0 to 500 miles an hour in 13 seconds or whatever it does.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
He needs to just stop. He needs to just stop.
Right. Well, that's like you were. John was busting his balls like in a really great way because he was like,
he needed it.
This much power, and John was like, yeah, I think that 521 probably has just a little bit more power than that, you know. And it's like
he's a roll racer.
And then he was saying, what pissed me off is when he said, well, don't go and break a transmission. And I was like, hey, you prick. I was like, if he broke his transmission, he had enough power to break the fucking transmission.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So this formula that Uncle Fester from the Addams Family wrote for him, it assumes that he makes like 1.08 pound-feet of torque.
That came out my nose, by the way.
Well, I'm serious. It's like, dude, I said, Vizard says that a good, competent professional can make 1.2 pound-feet of torque per cube. And your really good scienced out stuff with higher end parts on pump gas will make about 1.4. And your stuff with really high compression, like 13, 14 to 1, you're talking about 1.5 or 1.6 unless there's no bottlenecks, right?
Oh, yeah.
So this 1.09, this is like Briggs and Stratton bolting stuff together.
Right.
Junk.
Backflow not working. Yeah.
And I looked at his simulation and let me tell you, I got no problem calling, Bravo Sierra on any of these sorcerers that pretend like they know stuff. So he starts rattling off this,
that was the other thing when you said
IOVC, for intake valve opens, intake valve closes. Okay, I get it. Cam card specs. But where did he get that? Does he have Jeff's cam card?
Right.
And nowhere.
I had that at one point.
I think
I never saw that separation.
I had a picture of a cam card up one time, and I know that's where he got it. But what he doesn't understand about that cam card is when I explained it, it was a cam card that Howard's had, but they built it a certain way. They did it differently with that. That was so. And he goes, "Well, this engine peaks at 500." And it's like, I drive this motherfucker up to 6,500, and it's still pulling. Thanks for knowing my engine better than I do.
Yeah.
But see, his simulator came out long before the advent of roller lifters. I mean, so was this thing just?
It's like an abacus.
How does it know what's in your engine? He has no idea.
No,
it doesn't take any head porting into account. Nothing.
Nothing.
It doesn't take into account the weight of the oil you're running. It doesn't take anything into account. Nothing. It's just that formula is just shooting from the hip junk.
Heavy car plus a lot of torque equals broke shit. I'm just telling you right now.
That kind of formula is like something that they would come out with in the 60s in the Army, and they'd have some little video showing people the motor pool with the little music, and it's like, this is how much power your Jeep can expect to make. And it's just like something right out of there.
Yeah. That's what's funny about it. It's like this guy is like,
488.
and he's an expert on everything.
Whatever. Did his formula ever, was it designed to be used with a mouse? Because I doubt it. I think that thing came on a floppy disk. That is
it was the what was that called?
Here's how many my Thunderbird truly makes.
That's right.
All of it.
All the bald eagles.
I bet
Yes.
his simulator's got a flathead in there. What do you want to bet?
Oh yeah. I
mean,
remember this. I remember this. It was an MS DOS program, and it was. I mean, this is like 1994 or something. It was like Engine Dino something something, and you could put all the numbers in there. And man, this thing was so whack. But Brian asked if it was someone trying to call you out, and it was like, yeah, kind of. But the guy's not going to do anything. He's just a stuffed shirt full of hot air.
Yeah.
And I don't even
Yeah,
unfinished
sure.
project. Unfinished project. You're talking about like that, like they still don't want to.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
Ah.
yeah. He hasn't.
Oh,
really
I don't
came,
know. I don't.
He
I
hasn't
don't-
really came a long way. I'm just letting you guys. Well, at least not in my opinion.
No, I just think that's funny.
Just see what Brian said.
I think I know which one that is.
Yeah, we know who that one is.
Oh yeah. Is that the one that the bottom half of the head doesn't go with the top half?
Right.
Like the bottom half of the head looks like a
You
Peter
know,
from Family Guy, and the top half doesn't match.
what he truly doesn't get is the fact that I could go to No Name Nationals, race everybody, and get beat by everybody. One, not give a flying fuck.
Right.
Two, have fun doing it. Three, nobody else would give a flying fuck.
No, we don't.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what he's totally missing.
I think we should just get everybody together and make a call out video just to him and make them all fucking.
You know what? I tried to do that. So do you remember my community post? You remember
Yeah.
my community post?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dying over here. It's all right. Go ahead.
He just ignored it. I put up the community post with
Oh,
all
I know.
his quote. My entire community post was nothing but his own posts. That's all it was.
Yep.
Well, the funny part about it is, normally, like I said, people normally don't piss me off, but this guy started, pushing the conspiracy theories and creating a bunch of drama early on. What happened last year with a lot of people,
Yeah.
and talking crap about the event, saying shit on lives that was discouraging, going on Cabral's shit and buddying up to him. It's like, no, this guy's not cool.
No, when they're in Brian stuff, they're like, kiss my ass. I'm gonna send you a package of ramen and with a rubber dog shit in it or something.
Yep.
But hey, you know what?
Actually, it was.
I had a
ramen
fucking good
noodles.
time, and I'm gonna have a
Hungry.
good time again.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a blast.
I'm trying to find that community post because
Oh,
it
you
was
know you got
it
it.
was interesting. I had all but forgotten all the good stuff that was on that. I'm
Hold on.
close.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It
Now
was
my
pretty
head's
funny.
draining. I had my mom's minivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have Dusto. Yeah, Brian, no problem. I have my brother's pickup truck. It was-
Yeah, after he went total nutball and was like, I'm not even gonna say the guy's name, but on the side of somebody that went insane,
Yeah.
and then all that, and just being doomsday about the event and talking crap. It's like, nope, too many cool people in the No Name National community.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Man, I'm looking back to the community
Yeah.
post. Look at all this cool
I'll be
stuff
right back.
and cool people.
Something stuck. Oh, there it was.
then it was funny when he was sitting there trying to dog me about it. I didn't even bring a car. No, but I still went, and it was the best weekend I had all summer.
Yeah. Ah, here it is. I found it. I found said community post. If I can open this up. because this was just so much fun. Damn. Man, I forget how small it is.
Sorry.
Well, okay. So about the community post pull, and among other things, this guy referred to himself, and these are all
Do you want the
quotes
link
directly
for
from
Dan
an
to come
Illinois
on this?
street racing legend,
Yeah.
a pro racing mechanic with pro head porting skills, one of
Oh, is
the
this your-
best, and only true skilled street racers.
Nice.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty good claim there.
And then he's going on there. Jeff's a street racer. Jeff's a street racer. No, I'm not.
We don't street race.
We don't street race. I did that when I was a kid.
Yep.
Do I go out in the back roads of Cuba? Yeah, when nobody's around. You know.
We go testing in Mexico. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, we don't. No. I have a drag strip 15 minutes from my house, and it's open damn near every weekend. You know, weather permitting. So you're saying he's humble?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's about as humble as a bag of rusty nails in the face.
You're right.
Now I got a message trying to figure out which one of them it is.
Oh shit.
No, it's a different one.
Yep. It's the Magic Man.
I'm
Now you
telling
see
you,
me?
I mean-
No, you don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
this guy has said all kinds of stuff, and I want to see the world's only 200-mile-an-hour Pontiac Ram Air 4.
I do too. I mean,
wanna see it.
honestly, I do.
I want to see that thing go 200
Because-
miles an hour.
I've seen
Yeah.
I've seen a few of them in my day, and like what's the one Pontiac it's like an old campaign, it's got the tiger on it, a red car. Jeffro probably knows who it is.
Are you talking about SO gasoline?
What's that?
You talking about SO gasoline?
Maybe. Fast Pontiac. I mean, he'll run 200 and a quarter. You know.
Oh yeah.
I want this cat to bring his car. I mean, it's got so much torque from the way he tells it. Every time he leaves the starting line, he's going to turn the earth back a little bit and give us a couple extra hours in the day.
Yeah, right.
We got to have him there.
Did you ever see Grocery Getter, Jeff? The
Yes.
60. Oh, I love that car. He's
Yeah.
from around here where I live, and I haven't seen it in a long time. Of course, I haven't really been to many drag strips, and I've been on hiatus, so only street race between other trucks that cannot do a 40.5 second. Right, Dean?
Dust Devil.
I got
Dust
one
Devil.
that'll run that, Dean.
Dust Devil. So are you gonna have your own countdown clock going in your garage?
The Street Freak Ford, yeah.
Yeah.
Cops will drive by my house.
Yep.
Jeff knows one police officer pretty personally.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't have mufflers on that car. It's an H pipe and not that much of a turn down, right?
Yeah, right.
And I go out and I leave my area where I live quietly, but once I get where I'm going and I'm all over it,
Let her eat, yeah.
oh man, it's seriously. By the time I do one or two good test hits and get home, they'll
Yeah.
start driving through you.
Ooh, yeah. Banana Republic. Yeah, you don't do that like in my neighborhood. We gotta like push them down the street, or we go to Mexico. I mean, it's it's like we gotta drive a few hours just what Brian said, Jeff.
Yeah.
Dust
Mine's a
Devil
heavy
garage.
pig. It's definitely a heavy bitch, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. That's a heavy car.
I mean, I've taken a lot of weight out of it, but it's still heavy.
Yeah, you can't get a lot, you know. Well, and the weight that you would take out, like you don't want to take out of it because that's a cool car, you know.
I'll
Too
keep
many
it.
Karens, Rob says. Yeah.
Broker reciprocity. What are you talking about here, unfinished project?
Oh, it's the initials.
Oh,
Well, I
brilliant.
was going to say,
Yeah.
that's like my
You're
business.
right. That is it. Yeah.
I've learned the mind of
Yeah,
unfinished
yeah.
project.
Yeah, I had to think about that. I was like, oh, that is correct.
Yeah, what we're doing is thinly veiled code for what a BS or BNR racing is. I mean,
Yeah.
Banana Republic.
Bravo Sierra,
Yes.
like you said, that was
No,
my
I mean,
favorite.
listen. I told the guy, I mean, just do something that corresponds to your claims.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. If you have a 160 mile an hour 1970 Pontiac Ram Air 4 that runs 160 on Cooper Cobras, I want to see that.
I do too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I want to see that.
Yeah. Like those FAST cars, you know, that run on the polyglass tire, and these things are wicked fast. Like,
I used to go to Martin, Michigan, and go to the fast class racing
yeah,
a lot.
it's so cool to watch, man.
And like I have done so much research and all that and how they make those cars go fast. It's insane. I would love to
Very-
do a fast
Yes.
class car.
But very expensive. Like 4 of us could get together maybe and put
Yes.
one good car together, you know. Because you're talking like 700 cubic inch motors running through full exhaust, no headers, have to go through manifolds.
It's gotta be stock everything, pretty much,
Yes.
except the internals. But I was watching a thing on Dave Dudek's Roadrunner that runs in the 9s.
Yep.
And he was talking about using wore out 318 leaf springs, and he buys those polyglass, burns them off so there's no tread, so it's like a slick.
Right.
And,
Right.
and just like it's so loose, it just squats.
There's that I think it's a 69 Z28, it's an orange one.
Yes.
And he gets retread tires, and I guess the compound when they retread them is softer. And he runs like a monoleaf, you know. But yeah, it's slow racing.
Yeah,
That's us. Yeah, we're the slow class. Yeah.
There's some fast cars, really fast.
That one
cars.
runs like that Z28 runs, I think 890s on
Yeah.
slicks. Now I think it only runs like 920s. I say only 920s. You know, quarter mile time. Mentioned you got new.
You know, it's really cool. There's a channel, Zebras and Stripes or something like that. It's a car racing channel, and he
Yeah,
goes and
exactly, Frank. Any
stop.
car. You go ahead. See what Frank
Oh,
says.
he
I'm
follows
sorry.
the stock racing, like factory stock muscle cars, right?
Yeah.
Comparisons. That would be another one cool to do.
Yeah. I always liked watching the modified production classes. That
Yes.
was always my favorite ones to watch.
Yeah, those were
'Cause,
fun.
I mean, you had some little 265, 12,000 RPM Chevy
yeah.
Impala that weighed 2 tons, you know, running a Pinto with a 2-liter in it, twisting 2. You know, I was like, I always like when I would go to a national event, I wanted to be there the first day they started running, like on Wednesday when they started running stock
Yeah.
class and modified production. I could give a shit less about the pro classes. You know, that was.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch the guys that were busting their tail to make these cars go. You know.
I used to work a couple national events, one at National Trail Raceway in
Mhm.
Ohio.
Yeah,
and
I know where that is.
And I would work one in the St. Louis at Gateway.
Yeah.
We'd get there early, and I would always get yelled at for not helping doing shit because I would always want to be watching
Yeah.
those cars.
Yeah, when we would go to the Spring Nationals, we would get there Wednesday night, and we literally would not buy tickets for the weekend. We would go Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and then we'd stay across the street. Remember, we used to camp across the street in the old farmer's field, and we'd just get plowed and listen to the rain. You know, that was all we did.
Yeah.
And then we'd go to Indy, and we'd get to Indy early for the U.S. Nationals, you know.
I used to go to the U.S. Nationals a lot as a kid.
Yeah, it is a column shifted TH400 and that Z28. Dan, you're correct.
I'm looking at the fast class, the fast league there allows clones. I think it's really ridiculous that Southeast Gassers insist that you have to have the VIN. So in other words, you could run a 67 dart, but you couldn't run a 68, even if you make it look just like a 67.
Yep. And they
How
won't.
stupid is those things are hard to find, for goodness.
And they won't
sakes.
allow Camaros to run in the Gasser class. They have to run in the what is it? Modified production or whatever they have now. I can't think what it is.
I hate all those rules. I get it.
I know.
You gotta have some rules, but they are so overboard on all the wrong things.
So I would thought about building a car to run in that because you could run the old whatever car, and I was like, so I mailed my $25 or whatever it was to the Stotts and got my rule book, and it was like it was a rule book like twice this thick in this size. I was like, Jesus, the NHRA rule book isn't even this big.
Yeah.
So I'm reading this shit off to my dad one night, and I was like, Dad, because Dad was all in it, because Dad has a 67 Camaro. And, so, and he's like, we can't do that. I was like, I know. I was like, who can do this? So you got, yeah, I don't like, pardon me. So now they're running that, whatever it was, modified production. Or I went and watched it. They came to Killcare here 2 years ago. They started coming up during COVID. They came all the way up north here.
Be right back.
Go ahead. And yeah, I'm like, I don't, I'd rather be like us, just go bracket racing, do some heads up stuff, have a little bit of rules, do some burnouts, I don't know that I would, I don't know that I'll put my truck in the burnout contest because I'll probably wreck it.
Why?
I don't know. I never have been good. Every time I've ever done a donor or something, I've broke shit or hit shit. It's like, of course, there is a lot of area there, at least where we had, last year. So.
We will have a very substantial area 2023.
Well, you did. I mean, I think you had plenty of room last year for sure.
Man, I'd hope to think so. I mean, it was the biggest burnout pit in this country.
Man, it was, yeah. And you guys had it blocked off well. And
you had room to do, drift a fire truck in that space.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally.
I don't have any to complain about the space.
Well, it was like Kim brought her van out there. I mean, that thing's huge, and she had plenty of room.
I mean, yeah.
There is a fine line between Gasser and Street Freak. You're right, Frank. That's for sure. But it's just what we're talking about is a class that just it's okay. They draw a good crowd, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to last very long. That's my feeling because
I think they're going to burn people out with those rules.
Correct. And they keep trying to add these little tidbits in, but like myself, I would like them to add in like a front engine dragster class, an old, you know what I mean? But they probably won't because,
Well, the problem is
I'm a dumbass.
Most people don't want to build something exhaustingly to someone else's rules.
Yes. And
they just don't.
Yeah. And
it's like you want to have this creation and you want to be creative. It's like, oh no, we got to build it down to the shift light for Queen's Stop. They don't want to do that.
And the thing that is most of the cars that get built are by relatives of the sanctioning body. So
yeah.
So that's, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying there? It's like,
look, Southeast Gassers is for somebody who wants to have that extremely narrow vision of what Quayne Stott thinks is nostalgic. And you know what? And if you share that extremely narrow vision with him, you guys will have a great race.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's very, very limited.
Right.
NHRA, no, that's not them at all. NHRA is like, you better have a $20 million a year team running nitro, or they don't care.
Yeah, yeah, they're I used to be a big fan, but I am not anymore. I would rather, like you said, if we could find a little outlaw track somewhere, I'd be tickle pink. I do like bracket racing. Don't take me wrong, but I would rather have just some little podunk track that we could go to.
Well, we got a track, and we announce it here in
Yeah, right.
69 hours and 53 and a half
53 and a half minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I know everybody's excited. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a safe venue, and you got it. That's real important, Dean.
Yeah, it is.
Very important.
Yeah.
We will have to have a couple little things tighten up the rules for.
It was actually a really safe place.
I felt completely safe at that track. Like, I've been to some shady ass tracks in my life.
Yeah.
But that one, like, when we pulled in there, I'm like, well, everybody I knew was already there, and a lot of the guys were staying at the track. So I'm like,
yeah.
I wouldn't be worried about leaving anything here.
There were these morons like we announced this thing last year, trying to fearmonger people about, oh my gosh, it's such a crime-soaked area. And I'm like, okay, man, you stay in your bubble, your oxygenated bubble in your basement, and the rest of us are going to go have a good time. Because you're going to know everyone there, and everything's going to be fine, and it was. And I just can't stand people like that. It's like, why are you trying to get somebody else to buy into your delusions of this horrible thing?
I have been to so many drag strips in my life. Right. And Jason's right. There's some shady places.
Yeah. Like, you need to be armed.
I'm like really protective of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it. I let my son just roam for days. Never worried about a damn thing. Nope. Hey, he's going to go run around doing whatever.
The most dangerous thing I saw was when we were coming down the highway, they were burning the wheat fields off. I looked at my brother and I'm like, we're in a good spot, bro. We're good. We're out in the country.
I'll tell you what's more dangerous than Jeffers was the bridge going to Jeffers.
Oh,
yes.
That little lane and a half bridge.
Yeah, that little drop off to the little swerve. Yeah, I was thinking, man, if you had a big old, I mean, none of us have these big old car haulers with like a stacker or something.
Oh gosh,
that sucker might do you in. Well, if I tried to bring, who was it had that big camper? I mean, they made it down there. That'd be like me pulling. That was a big unit.
That was wild.
Jason, this is how you solve the problem. You just stop there in southern Illinois on that little peninsula next time you cross that bridge, and you get robbed to swim across the Mississippi, and then you'll stop traffic on the other side, and then you pick him up in the bed of the truck on the other side, and you're going.
What's funny, John, is the way my GPS took us down 57, then this one way, then this way. But the funny part about it is when you get to the track, 55 is right there, which takes me literally directly 5 minutes off where I live.
Really? It just one road right to it? That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy English, check this out. You get one guess. You text me your guess, and I'll tell you yes or no. But you only get one guess.
Hold on a second. I'm dying here. Hold on a minute.
You get one guess.
Dean, make sure Austin behaves. Yeah. My son had a blast, man. He had such a good time. He told me, he's like, hey, when can I skip school again to go to the drag races? And it's like, oh boy, let that cat out of the bag,
All right, Wendy, you won't get one guess. And I'll tell you yes or no.
Sorry, I had to get my Man, I'm up past my bedtime. School's better off skipped.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Who's texting me now?
The Federales.
Who is UP? It's not UP. It's never mind.
Yeah, well, if you want to, Wendy, do you think you know who Unfinished Project is, or who
No
the
way.
guy that likes to make these grandiose claims of nonsense? Which is it?
Yeah, that was Sierra Bravo or Bravo
Yeah.
Sierra. What did Unfinished Project say? He had the initials. What was that? Trying to go back.
Hey,
I-
Jason.
Yes,
earlier
sir.
did you say that you made a short and used a short library audio, and
Yes.
I had the same thing happen.
Yeah, it copyrighted me. I'm like okay, whatever. You know.
That
Yeah.
did they change the short format where you can do a minute's worth of music now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And supposedly, I watch all these YouTube, guru guys, and like right now, you can't change the thumbnail on your short.
I saw that.
So they're going to be monetizing shorts in February, and then we'll be able to change our. Yeah, right. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm with you, John. It's killed it.
going
I know.
exactly the wrong way.
I
It's
know.
going
Yeah,
it
but
killed
isn't it a million views on a short or more that gets monetized?
going exactly the wrong way. It's catering to the people that have absolutely no attention span and don't want quality. They just want to go, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. That blew up.
Then they want to make a bunch of dumbass comments on a 6-second video, like, "Hey, you
Well,
forgot to
rid
do
of
this."
shorts.
I'm like, well, no shit, Sherlock.
I mean, I get it. Again, if it's just all about business, you
I
just
know,
want to
it
cater
is.
to these people that have the IQ of a bucket of sand with a stick in it.
That's
But
right.
I mean, it's just ruining YouTube. It's just killing the quality.
I read an article in Forbes, and unfortunately, Forbes has gone way too one way than the other. But they nail it. They talked about
I saw which way your arms went.
and they talked about how shorts have been killing YouTube.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, and like their actual revenue is down, and it actually shows because if you're monetized, you can see.
Oh yeah,
how
the CPMs have been low.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, well, they used to always drop right after Christmas because the shopping season went away, and really they never have rebounded since. So yeah, and right now is when consumption's up theoretically because everybody's stuck inside.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I've got so much old video clips of drag racing I throw out in shorts and from car shows, but it's all content that I make, right? But man, there is some stuff out there like it shows up in my short feed, and it's like I don't watch anything remotely related to that.
Another thing that's been happening to me is YouTube is suggesting to me I watch my videos.
Yes, I get that all the time.
I made that video. Why do I want to watch it?
I don't want to watch it again. I already caught live.
I lived that stupid shit.
YouTube has good taste. It never suggests mine to me.
Why? Does it suggest it to everybody? The only person that's suggesting my videos is me. Probably that's what it is. But.
You know what? To talk about killing the quality with shorts, I'll be getting ready to film something. I say, oh, wait a minute. I was about to put some thought into that. I want to make it a short. Let's make sure to make it.
Yeah, this is where it goes. Oh, okay, this could be a good video.
I mean, why try to bring yourself down to the way you film a World Star fight? Why don't we just get people to do it the intelligent way?
Maybe it'll work its way back, but the problem is every platform is short form content now. And
it's terrible. It is absolutely terrible.
I don't know, and it seems like I feel like the only people that the long form content is working for is the OGs that have been doing it for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know, they're already established. They're, you know, I mean, I hope it's not. Believe me, but I feel that's the way it is.
But
Yeah.
people are deciding they don't want to make quality content so they can make more shorts.
Yes.
It's like YouTube is paying you to dumb down.
To just water it down and
it's
and
like, you know what? The money that was going to these people that make good, thoughtful content, we're going to take some of that away so that we can pay people to be stupid. Hey, that sounds kind of like an election strategy to me. But
Yeah.
I digress.
yeah,
Hey,
you do
it
that
is.
right.
But is it only they're going to only monetize over 1 million views? Did I read that right?
It's still junk.
Oh
It's still
no.
junk, but
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Wendy, you get one guess. You got to text it to me before the end of this live. You got
So
to text me. You get one
to
guess.
get
I'll tell you
monetized
if
now,
you're
it's
right
the
or
same
not.
way like we did, Jeff. You know, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 to watch hours time, or 10 million views on a short. Then you get monetized. When they supposedly, I don't know how the hell this is going to work, but in February, since we're already in the program,
yeah,
we're going to get paid for a short. It's probably going to be like 1/100th of a penny per view or some stupid shit, you know. But I don't care. I've been putting out some shorts, and it's been, like you said, it's all rehashed old stuff that I'm just kind of
that's all I
changing.
do.
Do you realize? I mean, think about how the whole short thing is insulting your intelligence for a minute. Okay.
Well, it does.
Yeah.
It is. It insults your, because it's saying the people who film like this and get the crappiest footage ever, we want you to succeed. The people who hold the phone in the same proportion as your eyes in landscape that make thoughtful content, we want you. No, we're taking from you and giving to you.
To this one, yeah.
They are literally trying to force us into being stupider because it's possible.
Troglodyte.
It bugs me a lot.
So the way I think about shorts is, and I've talked to.
Well, that's why, Danny Boyd, you're not a flounder. That's why it sucks.
I always thought of when the shorts came out a few years ago when I first started doing this, and it blew my mind because I'm doing these 30-minute videos. I'm getting like 5 views on it, and they said, "Well, make it shorter, but make that the prelude, like a preview to your long-term video."
Yes.
And all they watch is the short one, and they're like, "Well, what did you do this? What did you do here?" And I'm like, "You need to click the link for the long video," and then I explain it better. So then it was like you said, it just, I don't know.
I did an experiment trying to explain YouTube to a friend of mine, and I am by far not an expert. I took a short. I made a video of a drag race. Titled it, tagged it, hashtagged it exactly the same. Made a video of that same thing, just different format and different short or whatever.
Right.
And the regular video got like 40 views, and the short got like 10,000.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
See, they push shorts.
So that's what I've been playing with the last few days. Is I've been rehashing all my old stuff, and then I've been adding in subtitles. Like AI subtitles.
Yes.
Which is a pain in the ass, but it's stupid. Like you said, that one of my videos had 3 views in 2 years, and I cropped it and put all this bullshit so somebody can just watch it. And yeah, it was like, I don't know, 7,000 views or something. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's insane.
But anyway, yeah, I'm rolling up on 2 hours, gentlemen. I really need to go to bed.
Oh, Wendy, it's now or never.
Come on, Wendy.
You get one
guess.
You
got this.
Wendy, you got it.
You get one guess.
Yeah, I just got so much old content, Jason. I just throw it out there.
Well, I was saying,
let's test your Matlocking skills here.
I have a lot of, these are all VHSs that I had converted to DVD, and a lot of it is my old drag racing stuff. So I hours. Like I could make a 2-hour-long video of me bracket racing in 2001.
Yeah.
Wendy, are you like 15 minutes behind? Because I have a feeling you're making a bridge comment right now.
Did I slow this?
Wendy, if you click live on the bottom of that screen, there's a word that says live there. And if you hit that, see if it doesn't jump you up a bunch. Because
the
it
little
looks
arrow.
like you might be behind.
Colleen, yes, it's bedtime. I agree.
Yes, Colleen.
Come on,
GTFTS.
Dean's been on a roll tonight. He's hilarious.
Dean needs to come to the No Name Nationals.
Dean, you do, brother, man. Even if you just come and hang out.
All right. Wendy has made a guess. And Wendy, your guess is?
Hey, Jason,
Yes.
I got to show this to you. Let me find it real quick.
All right.
I sent this to John once, and I told him when this guy starts doing like a 20-page dissertation on a comment that nobody reads, you know?
Right.
Um,
I'll put you
this
up
is
on-
all I ever hear. Let me find
right.
this real quick. You're
I
going to
got
die
you.
laughing.
I got you on the full screen, brother, man. On my monkey. Oh, monkey bike. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was gonna
come on
say.
with the monkey bike, Dean. I want to do a monkey bike this year, too.
Do it. Do it.
I'm going to. I want to make like I want the monkey bike in the back of my truck too. I want to make like a little stand in the back of it.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, okay.
I got
Ooh,
my
my Mustang's
my
like
monkey
right-
bike's torn down.
My
My
Mustang's
monkey
right
bike's
in
down to
your
a frame
my
right now.
Mustang's like the blue and white in your American flag right now. It's pretty dope. I'm
Oh,
gonna
nice.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it
screen-
is.
I'm gonna screenshot it actually.
Isn't that cool?
Then
Yeah.
I'll move out of the way.
All right.
That
Yeah.
way
Let me do it
it's
again.
not a
There you
chrome
go.
dome.
Okay. Gotcha. You're good.
Okay. Oh, I gotta find this. This is fucking hilarious.
I'm sure it is.
It's Mississippi Queen, but it's a live version, and he goes off on this. I don't even know what you want to call it, type of speaking. Oh, come on, where is this at? I am the most.
It's like- Reputa Labuta, open the door, bitch.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, unfinished project. Come on, Wendy.
Every time he does. Look at that toothless fucking wonder.
That's awesome, dude.
So every time he would leave a fucking 40-page dissertation on just gobbledygook, that's
Yeah.
all I would hear in my
right.
head.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
Like
every
Inagata
time
Davida.
every time that guy posts, this is what I hear.
Oh shit! Hold on. There we go.
That's what I hear every time.
Oh, hold on a minute. Let me
That's
go
what
ahead
I
and find
hear.
my. Where's my clips at? Oh no.
I'll send that one to you, Jason.
Yeah, send it to me. I got this clip somewhere. Oh shit! Where are they at? Oh, I don't know. I got clips over here somewhere that I usually play, but yeah, that's awesome. Oops, I'm missing comments. Sorry. Who's the chick with the long hair? Wendy says she's life now. Rapunzel. Uh-oh. Oh, you probably sent that to me, didn't you? Open the door, bitch. Let me in. Yeah, I got it. Don said post a link. Don, it was all at the top, dude. I pin it every time, but I'm getting ready to get off here anyway, so I appreciate everybody. It was definitely a funny night.
It's a
I'm
fun
definitely
night.
looking forward to Friday night. I can't find my clips.
I'm making a short out of that one. I'm just going to call it YouTube Mechanic Expert Troll Talk.
Yes,
See, there's a
it'll
perfect short right there, John.
be whatever. Yeah,
You know
I'll
what?
tag
Jeff,
it.
no, I got it. Jeff, I got it. Your guy was facing right. My guy's facing left. They need to be
Yes.
talking to each
Yeah.
other. You know what? No,
Yeah.
I got it.
Uh-oh.
I got it. Banana Republic is sitting here talking about horsepower on this program, and
Yes.
then your guy and my guy are having a conversation about that.
Hey,
Banana.
you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and screenshot that, turn that clip into an MP3. So it's the video of him doing the thing with that guy going,
Banana Republic. I forgot
and then I'll make a short out of it. I'll tag him on it.
It's happening. It's
That's a
happening.
great idea.
Yeah.
It's happening.
And I'll call it 480. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Banana
Yeah.
Rapunzel.
You know what? That'd only be a minute long, but I still think I'd attend the premiere.
Yes.
Oh,
You know,
you know what? I should do that. Make it a premiere. Call it 480 TFYs.
Make it a premiere and tag the contributors.
Oh,
Yes.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. That's why we all have our what is it? Our ats. What are they called? The golly.
Handle?
Hank, thank you. I'm retarded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, my handle changed from @JohnWilburn to @JohnWilburn. I don't get the handle thing. We've already had that forever.
Mine did too.
Mine's at 2 Hacks Garage.
But I did see I had Mopar Owl doing a burnout video at the No Names, and his changed to like Taz something other. It was at
Well,
Mopar
that was
Owl.
his original channel name was Tasman's 1968.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Tasman 79. Those are two different people.
Okay, got you. I just noticed that the other day because somebody commented on it. I'm like, what's this thing? And then I was like, oh, I remember that. So yeah, anyway. But anyway, gentlemen, I do greatly appreciate
I
it.
have a video to go make.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you need to
You
send
are
it to
such
me.
a bad influence, Jason.
So bad. Yeah.
We're so blaming you.
Hey, you know what? I don't care. I'm in charge of blame, but I am not in charge of guilt. So you can blame it on me, and I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. It was a fun night. And I hope you guys have a safe and happy new year. I'll see you all next year. Actually, I'll Wilburn's, live. I'm definitely going to be in. Where I'm going to be at, it's going to be really loud, so I may miss part of it, but I'll replay it. And but yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday. I know everybody is. And
Hey, Rob, did you hear Jason's new plan for you? You're going to help him spot.
yeah, when we have this big, because we're trying to get a trailer that will pull 2 cars.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're definitely going to need. I'm going to need a spotter.
Yeah,
He's
there's a
going to
few
be the
people-
super
yeah,
surfer.
The Palmers had a 2-car trailer. The Williams had a 2-car trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guys that are here from our town, with the Mopars, with the 4-speed car,
The Brewers, yeah.
Brewers. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I bracket raced with those guys way back when. I hadn't seen them
Yep.
forever. They were on a
Family's Garage has got a nice 2-car
That's
trailer.
what I'm saying. The Brewers and the Palmers have
Yep.
2-car
Yep.
trailers.
Yeah. So that's what that's going to be one of our major things to try and get a hold of this year is a 2-car trailer. But yes, but yeah, I'll do it.
I'm very serious when I say I would like to help coordinate a multi-car, like a 7 or 9-car car hauler that's coming from a corner of the country to make a run in and back so people can move cars that way.
Yeah, like
If there's enough call for it, I'd love to work that out.
like Waste of Talent lives all the way up in, I think, Oregon or something. And
Yeah, he lives in Egypt, right?
yeah, and I would love that guy to be there, man, because he's just so cool and he's got cool stuff, like grab him and then grab Barrows and then grab, that whole Western, swing.
I'm telling you, I think that I think it could be done at a reasonable cost.
Yeah.
Where somebody with like a 7-car trailer or a 9-car trailer,
Yeah.
and I've kind of starting to explore that to help some of those folks that want to do this.
Yeah. Do that, man. Cause that would be awesome. Cause like I said, he's got this cool stuff, and Barrows does too. And Barrow could have more than one car,
Unfinished project. I read the first one and I thought, oh, Sean Connery Let It Snow. And then I saw the second half. I'm like, I knew it.
Let it.
I'll take swords for 100, Alex.
That's right. They tits. That was
the Saturday Night Live Jeopardy is
that was
way
Steve.
better
That
than
was
the real
Steve
Jeopardy
Martin,
now.
wasn't it? That was
Anal
Steve-
bum covers for 100. That's an album cover.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna this is where it's cutting off. So
Adios.
adios, amigos. Have a good evening. I appreciate
Later.
y'all. Everybody else, get out there and fix something and have a happy new year. I am out.